late. I'm just gonna set up the stream here. Let's do that right now. Yes, yes. Go. Sorry for being late. It'll just be a moment. Alright, so Twitch. Twitch and YouTube. Right, just gonna post this real quick and then we're gonna get started. All right, boys. Okay, so hey guys, I know it's been a long time. Didn't really have time to do a planning for the last meta, which was gosh, what was it? The Boom Canes, yes. So the Boom Cane, I didn't really have time to do a planning session for that, sadly. But here we're back to original scheduling nowadays, so that should be all good to go. Let me see here. I can put in my chat box over here. If you guys want to chat with me, that'd be great. As always, appreciate the content, and you guys are showing up every time to be able to plan together. So let's take a look at the data for this week. So probably just gonna take a screenshot of that. So this is something that I do want to talk about. So I am gonna put that over here, and also need to get the information for this next competition, which is right here. So I've not really looked into it all that much. Likely there's probably some pinned comments over here for this next one. So mock-up, you're talking more about Spheres of Hope. So I'm guessing the Spheres of Hope might have been given away already. Glad you like WordPress over here. Close proximity, new proximity can be expected. All right, I'm not quite sure this is going to be in this next meta. No, I'm going too far, so I don't really have the information here. Let me go into my own Discord and then see if anyone posted, or if I did, mind you. I know I did post some information at some point for the next meta. So do we have full information for this next meta? Let's take a look there. Try to have a look here. I don't quite see. Everybody try to clear cache and all that stuff. Usually they like to pin information to the top, but I don't really see anything right now. Okay, chat seems to be pretty quiet right now. Anyways, we know that it is supposed to be rocking chair. So let's just go to my usual links and then we'll get started then. I just really want to get started. So Townstar, crafts over here, leaderboard, town builder, playbook we're gonna need, and that's pretty much it. So let's take a look at that. Rocking horse, it'll be over here, this one. So what do we need for that? Okay, nice. Oh, so it seems like they upgraded his website since. Is that for all items or just for these ones? Oh, it seems to be for all items. That's cool. Okay, let's take a look. Rocking Horse is right here. Yeah, so I just want to have a look at the last competition. I did pretty well, all things considered. Apparently, I didn't need to create as many cotton yarn. Someone told me that I needed only half the cotton yarn that I created, so I didn't actually need to even do all that much. So I was pretty consistent, just a little bit shy out of 2 million points per hour, but I was still able to make it in the top 200, which I'm very happy for, because that NFT is going to be huge. The tree farm NFT, that's going to be a massive NFT for sure. Okay, still no answer on here, so we're gonna keep going anyways. So let's zoom in a bit and take a look there. So Rocking Horse, it is required, it is made at a Cintas Factory's warehouse. Takes one enchanted object and 4 oak, wood, and 1 iron. Okay, so iron is pretty cool. So therefore I can sort of like think about, I do have my iron NFT that I'll be able to use that passively. So I'm still going to need to make chromium though for the molten glass, and limestone as well. So chromium and limestone will still be a thing. So depending on how much we need, I don't think we're going to need that much, but we still have to think about if it's worthwhile going for a mountain or if it's worthwhile just going for river instead, because river and mountain usually don't really come close together, and I would rather have 2 rivers and no mountain than maybe having 1 river and a mountain, if you know what I mean, right? So not always the best. So we can take a look here. In that case, I just noticed you guys can clip that here, fix the camera a bit, and now it's too wide this way. It's still there. Sorry about that. There we go. Perfect. I got my dog behind me right here. He's on the couch. It's a good doggo. Very good doggo. Coming to hang out with his dad. What is talking away? So, okay. So we have this here. Items as well. Just gonna go take a look. Object cards over here. Rocking Horse. So, as always, Rocking Horse here, 4 oak. 4 oak, 1 element, what did I say earlier? That was the enchanted object. 1 enchanted object and 4 oak, 1 iron. So, enchanted object is actually Mystic Matter, Molten Glass. So, I've never done enchanted object before, so that's interesting. Okay, so that is interesting as well. I like that. And then Mystic Matter, we've done glue. Yeah, we're pretty much familiar with glue. We do have ceramic bowl, glue, and honey, and honeycomb as well to do this. Okay, so my clay NFT helps a lot with that. Then we have the cotton yarn for this here, then the limestone there, and also limestone and chromium for the molten glass here, which feeds into the Mystic Matter and the enchanted object, and then the iron. Okay, so that is pretty great. Let's go take a check announcement. All right, so is that already in there? Thank you so much. I guess maybe I missed it. Is it in here? So horses competition reward for the 10th. So craft is down to, okay, so craft is down to 30 seconds instead of 180. Okay, yeah, I guess he's right. So the information is already here. So instead, what I should do here is that I should actually go and just take a moment here. I need to go open my production file. Now, obviously, the production file, from what I experienced last time, it was not actually that great. I guess it gives me somewhat of a good estimation of what is needed, but it was quite some ways off based on what I had done last time, so it is what it is. Mainly because of the increase in speed that I'm able to do that I didn't used to be able to do before because of the NFTs for the month in January. We still have that Christmas bonus with the orbs that we have, so Just want to take a look here. So I know that Mystic Matter. Let's take a look here. What was it? Mystic Matter, Magic Powder. So Magic Powder, 2 brine, and Mystic Matter is over here. Apparently this is 1 cotton yarn. Can I just go and confirm that? Mystic Matter, 1 cotton, 1 glue. Right, okay, so that's one of the things I had to change from the last meta that I did not do right. So let's take a look here. So Boom Cane, refresh. Money for Ice Block has been refreshed too. Silica, so Silica will be super rushed at the beginning. Silica craft time 30 seconds in all biomes. Okay. Okay. So Molten Glass. So Molten Glass is 60 seconds now. 60 seconds. So Molten Glass will be 60 seconds here. That's changed. I don't care about Boom King timer. I don't care about Ice timer. I'm not going to do Ice this session. 30 seconds for all biomes. So Silica will be 30 seconds for all biomes. Like that. And then Molten Glass would be 60 seconds. Okay, so I did that already. Perfect. And then increased cost of Satisfactory to 5 million, Nord Pole 1 million, and then these are increased, and then increased wages here as well. Flour remains at 5,000, 5.5 each. Okay, windmill remains at 2.5 thousand each. So okay, so I might still do the flour rush like I did last time. And then I'm gonna convert immediately towards a Silica rush after that. And Silica can be done at any biome. So all biomes Silica will be fine. So we don't have to worry about salt for this meta. And the sheep pen, I'm not gonna worry about sheep pens all that much. Because you might as well just focus. So I'm gonna put down my 6 flour windmills that I had last time, and then what I can do further than that is that I can just push even more for power plants, push power plants as much as possible. So I have to do my lumber, so I need to put a lumber mill as fast as possible, start with my lumber, also do some wind turbines, gather some energy inside my big warehouse NFTs, and then get my energy as well as fast as possible. And then with that also start producing my wood and then transform into lumber, and then just position my my power plant in such a way that I can maximize the number of silica that you can have, and therefore you're going to need also a lot of workers as well to make sure. So you make sure you position your workers properly at the right location to be able to do as many silica as possible and try to scale up your cache as fast as possible. All right, so that's a bit of my idea we're gonna have there. So how many per hour should we even try to think about now? So just to take a look here, this was just an ad. There's been some changes. I've skipped on this NFT. I did not buy that. I don't think many people did. It's nice, but it's like, it's very, I guess maybe with the changes of how they're going to do the competitions now, that if they selected the map themselves and all that, so maybe it'll be better useful in the future, but it just didn't seem worthwhile to me. As always, guys, if you have any questions, you guys want to ask me questions, feel free to do so. Always ready to take a moment to answer questions that you guys might have at any moment. So always nice to have you guys with us. Just take a look here. Maybe it'll be like this. Let's see. All right, perfect. So, okay, so what should I do next? All right, so I should be putting in my rocking chair information first. So I don't believe I have the rocking chair information. I also don't believe I have the that other item, the enchanted, sorry, it is in the other page. This one right here. So I don't have the enchanted object into my production list. So let's go do that. Let's go over here. So enchanted object will be somewhat like here, just before this guy. This will be enchanted object. And then enchanted object. How long does it create to make? So we don't quite know that. So let me just come here. Right, so enchanted object, just going to zoom in a bit, can't see much here. So enchanted object is 2 minutes, takes, this is a mystic matter, right? So takes 2 minutes, so 120 seconds. How many items does it have to pick up? 1, 2, 3, so 5 items to pick up. So that'll be 5 times time per pickup. It is created in a master wizard. And the items that I need will be, if I go back here, Mystic Matter 1. Mystic Matter 1. I think I have to put them together, yeah. Mystic Matter 1 also needs Molten Glass 1 and also Peppermint 3. Okay, perfect. Peppermint 3, so this is for the enchanted object. And then this enchanted object also fills in into the rocking horse. So if I go to R, R would be around there. So rocking horse, rocking horse for that. And then it said the rocking horse was 60 seconds. Let me just confirm that in the picture there. 30 seconds for the rocking horse. 30 seconds for this. And it has to pick up well, the wood. Now, one question I have is that, is this wood going to be passively given by the lumber guys? That's a question I have for Discord. I'm gonna ask Tonka. Always helpful. Do you know if lumber jacks give the oak for the horse, or do I need the other NPC to pick it up? It depends, right? So it might be yes, no, I'm not quite sure. Therefore, you might want to just have your lumber yard very close to this location here so that you can save on time. Essentially, from the way I look at this, the only items this guy would actually need to go get would likely be just the enchanted object. Like, he might not even need to go get the oak wood. So I think I'm just going to need 1 building for this build. Like 1 building making rocking horses. I don't think I'll need 2. But we'll have a look at that. So, okay, so rocking here takes 30 seconds. There are, let's say, hard to say, but I'm just going to say that it's going to require 1 item to pick up. Because I think the oak wood will be passive, mostly. So I'm just going to say 1. Well, instead of 1, I'm just going to say 10 seconds, right? Because it takes 10 seconds for them to go pick it up. What building is this made out of? So building is made out of horse. Rocking horse will be, no, not here. Not you. So Santa's factory. So Santa's factory. Okay. Let me just check. Everywhere I wrote Santa. Yeah, okay, so I did make it Santa's factory, so That's fine. Okay, like this, CentOS Factory, and then it will take enchanted object times 1, and then it'll be 4 oak wood times 4, and also 1 iron, so iron 1. Okay, sounds great. I think this is good to go, so I can probably just compile this and check this out. Just a moment. Okay, here. Alright, sounds good. So Java main. So can run my program here just to get a bit of an idea of what I can expect to be able to get from this build. So I want to do rocking horse. NPC pick it up. Loggers, I'm gonna put it into the CentOS Factory. Awesome. Do you know of a rough number people are going for? Right, so let's say 100. So if I just put in 100, if I say that yes, it takes about, let's say 5 seconds, because since my units are moving so fast, let's say that. So 100 for 201 tiles. Based on that, I think we can probably do more. So probably, I'm gonna think maybe 150. Can we say 150? Rocking horse, 150. Yes, 5 seconds. 290 at 256. Let's take a look at that. 62 tree fields. Okay, I don't really think that's right. If I go take a look at my previous video, let me take a look here. So if I take a look at the Gala previous videos, what? Sorry, I just have to fix something here. Downstar rocking horse. Issue. Sorry about that, just give me a second. My stream is bugging out a little bit there, so at least put in a boom cane. Okay, so let's go open my previous video. Awesome. Oh, okay. By the way, I'm a little bit sorry. The my Streamlab is not showing me the chat as it's supposed to. I don't see it there, but I see that Moss is here and then Spunk as well. So I do see you guys' chat now. So okay, I'll be able to respond. I just have to make sure to keep an eye on that. So what I was trying to do here, though, is that I was trying to get my video details. Perfect. Okay, so go to my previous live streams. And I just wanted to go check my other build here. Not the planning video, sorry. I want to get the video that I posted, right. So the boom cane one here. So I'm not sure if I quite remember if I show at some point my wood per hour and all my rates. Yeah, okay, that's it. So I was making, oh my god, it's at the bottom. Fuck. It's so annoying. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I probably said it in the video. I think it was around the 5,000. So I just wanted to count the number of trees that I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So about 32 trees. Now, in this thing over here, it tells me 62 trees. That's a lot. That is quite a bit of trees. I don't believe I need that many to do that many trees. So what I'll do is that I'll open this here as always and just try to sort these out. So to do this many trees, I think I can probably do, I would say 40 tree fields instead of 20, given that we're walking so much faster than we used to. So let's do that instead. Yeah, so oak wood is not passive, yeah, so the elves have to pick it up. All right, so just have to make sure that your lumber yard maybe prioritize being close. But then again, I usually don't really care about the last building, right? So you need to make sure that everything else is going well first, and then after that, even if it takes longer for you to produce the last building, the last product, it might just be that you might need just one extra building, but everything else should work better into the build. For 100 pieces per hour, you need around 37 trees, and lumber is lumber heavy. Okay. For 100, so 100 need 37 trees. So if I'm trying to go for 150, let's say 45 trees. Cotton. Where's cotton? So clay lumps I can remove because I usually can deal with that. Lumber is a 0.5 type of item. Drums is over here. Honey below lumber. Cotton yarns is kind of here as well. Chromium is also at this level. Ceramic bowl I would say is at this level as well. Water, energy, can remove that. Iron, I won't need iron. I'm fine with this. It tells me that I'm probably gonna need 2 Centus factory for this. Maybe I believe that. Although I do believe that if my lumber is like all my stuff is very close, maybe even just one might be just enough. Into silica will be up here. Limestone with chromium right there. Oak is here. Will be another 19 tree farms for that. Okay, that's interesting. Cotton, maybe about 5. I don't even think 5. I shouldn't go look at my other items as well. There's this here, glue. Glue is clay and other things, so that's kind of like this level. Mystic matter will be here. So water drums. So water drums is interesting. What builds needs water? Let's take a look here. What takes water drum? Limestone, chromium, ceramic bowls. So ceramic bowls, limestone, chromium, iron, I don't have to care about that. Mine's in pottery. So I don't actually need that much. So that's what? That's 1 per pottery and then 2 per limestone and stuff. So if I take a look here, so if I need 3, what to say here? Ceramic bowls, so I need 300 per hour plus 2 times 600. So I need 1.5 thousand because I don't care about iron. I do have my iron NFT. So this is how many water drums I need. Okay, interesting. Enchanted object. So enchanted object is close to Rocking Horse. Molten glass, kind of like this level here. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Now, 20 water facilities. I don't think it needs 20. Let's take a look here. Can I see my number of water drums? Oh my god, it's the worst. Okay, I promise. Look, I'll do it right now. I will change my ugly face to go to the other side so this does not happen again. Alright, so I am right here. I will put myself right there. Okay, there you go. So I will never hide this information. This is because usually I use the scripted monitor, so that's why I was on the left side. But now if I'm using this one, then I should put myself on the right side. All right, so there you go. Sorry about that, guys. Very, very annoying. So let's take a look now. Here it says with this amount of wood I was creating 570 lumber per hour. So how much lumber do I need? So lumber heavy, very, very, very lumber heavy. Over twice the amount of lumber I was making there. So, and here I had 2 lumber mills. So here it tells me I need 11. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. So I would say at max 6, maximum 6. I need 450 peppermint, which I had here. And how many peppermint fill did I have? Let's take a look. Do I have more of a zoomed out? Yeah, so I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 peppermint. So I had 19 peppermint before. So probably with 18 I should be fine. So with 18 I should be fine as well. Okay. Now the wood though. The wood I'm a bit worried about. Because in this build, was wood going anywhere else? I don't quite remember if it was. I kind of want to go off of 81. So I did have to lower. Sadly, I just could not. I just want to see.
So I moved.
If I talk about
this gives me
about the wood at some point, because I'm sure I do. I always do.
Those were. I also have to roughly about the 3.5 thousand wood, of which 5.
Okay, so I said 3.5 thousand wood there. So I said 3.5 thousand wood, and I had 32. So let's see. So if I say 6750 divided by 3.5 thousand, that's 1.92 times the number of trees I had, which was about 30 trees. So I guess I might. Does that seem right to you guys? Like, do I need the 60 tree fields? Do I need about 63 fields? It seems like it might be the case. I kind of hope not. But it's very tree heavy, right? Like, there's no other crops here beside the peppermint. You know, there's no sugarcane, strawberries. There's some peppermint for sure. But besides that, it's not really. Yeah, so the windmills as well. You're right. Yeah, because it was running around the windmills. There you go. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, okay, so I've done maybe about 63 trees, fields. 6 lumber mill should be fine. 6 lumber mill should be fine. Peppermint 18. Now the cotton field I was making 775 before, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But they were not all green. So this is green. This is green, this 2. These 2s are red. So this count as like 1/8, right? Because it goes 1, half of 1, a quarter of one, and 1/8. So this is 1/4. So this is 3 1/4, and this was yellow, and I think this is green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 green, and then a half. So 5. Yeah, so 5 will be fine. And then I can always try to reduce it if I can do it. So okay, so I'm just gonna do this to remind myself that I've thought about that. So this is good, this is good. This is not checked yet. So this is checked. Now this is checked too. Water drums. Water drums I cannot see. But water drums are usually not so much of an issue for me. Mainly because it's just whatever. If I need to have more, I usually can easily add more. If my water drums is extremely close to a warehouse, you can create water drums at, what's the rate for water drums? So it is 30 seconds. If I'm very close to a warehouse, which I usually am, if I'm within 5 seconds, I can make 100 per hour per water facilities. So therefore, I probably need 15. I would say around 15. Roughly 15 for that. Now silica says 6. Silica is 30, but silica has to be picked up by workers. Now, workers in this build, 30 seconds, need 6. Am I gonna need more than 1 worker? I think 1 might be fine. If it goes, come back, 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 right close to a warehouse, should be fine. I just need to make sure that they're like extremely close to the warehouse, and then I can have just one forklift do that. So I think 6 per hour, is that right? So if I do 3600 divided by 35 as well, I can do 100 per hour. Yeah, so this is the same ratio as the water drums. Okay, so must have warehouse close. Must have warehouse close. So this have to be close warehouses. Now for these here, the oak trees. Did oak tree change in time? No, I don't think so. Flower change, NFT run. Yeah, so that did not change. So how fast is an oak tree? Oak wood over here. It is 120 seconds. 120 seconds. Yeah, 1 forklift is good. Thank you, Zibor. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'll write that too. Have you built the town already, Zibor? Do you mind telling me what number you've gone for? 1 forklift. 120. So if I say 136 divided by 120, that's about 30 per hour. Okay, thank you so much, man. Thanks. So 60 wood, 60 oak. But I have to consider that, you know, NFTs and all that, reducing time, production time. Yeah, I think probably 19 oak trees farms might be just about that. Obviously what I can do though is I can have them on the outer edge, because you don't go to those trees as often as you do normal trees, so therefore it's okay if they're a little bit further away than the other trees are. So wouldn't mind that all that much. Okay, so that's interesting. So let's think about that first. So let's actually start building our town. Now I do believe that I don't really need that. I can always just go through my video in order to get this build. So I'm just gonna scrap this up, do test. What's a test? Plain, empty, with river on the north side and river on the east. Now, I'm usually, like nowadays, I feel that if you're there when the game starts, it's usually pretty easy to get a 2-river, I found. If you're lucky to get in early on and get in quickly. Even if you go for force, which I don't even mind all that much. Well, especially right now since the destruction cost is so little, that I'm like, well, whatever. I would rather, instead of trying to find a plane with double river, I might as well just get a easy forest that has 2-river right away, so that I don't even have to worry about it, right? So just get one as fast as possible. So let's just calculate here. So how many trees do I need? I need, so 60 plus another 19. That's 79 divided by 16. So that's almost 5 complete rows. No, I don't have water NFT. I'm a fucking scrub. You know, that's the one thing that I should probably really get. That and a power NFT for energy, passive energy. That's what I should get. But I've been saving money lately, so I'm trying not to spend as much. Girlfriend and I are saving for a house, so I don't want to spend as much on NFTs for the time being. So that's it for me, I guess. Is mountain that important? I mean, I would rather get double river and no mountain. So there's very only few location that has a river on the opposite side to a mountain, right? Very, very, very few. So personally, I would rather have double river so that I can have as much water as possible, because again, I don't have a water NFT. I guess if you have a lot of good water NFTs, you can build wherever you want, right? So that's pretty much it. But like, if you look at the map, like I haven't logged into the game in a while. Like, I don't really play all that much lately. I just go, I just log whenever it's time for a new competition, right? Yeah. So the pier sold about 150. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna sell that much. Also, the fire packs did not sell out. I'm usually pretty good at identifying which NFT is gonna sell out, so I can at least buy one that actually I think will appreciate in value and not just tank right after the sale ends. Or so, you know, these are very meh NFT. If you guys want my thought on the next one that's gonna be releasing on this Monday, I don't really think this is a worthwhile NFT to buy. Oak Shed, I mean, it is what it is. Sure, if you could buy this and then put that right next to where your Sentas factory is going to be at, sure. But then again, what you can do instead is that just put your oak trees closer to the lumber mill that's going to be next to your Sentas factory, and that does exactly the same job. So personally, I don't. There's only 360 in the store. It is a rare epic, $100, not that expensive. But to me, it's just really not worth it. I mean, just for, like, what's the storage? 60? Yeah, it's 60, but it's 60 oak, right? So I don't really care all that much for oak to like have to stockpile oak. Like, the capacity is not an appealing factor to me. It's more about okay, it goes there, right? Like, the oak goes there, which is great. But usually, if you're doing oak barrel rush, oak goes right to your lumber mill. They don't even go to your lumber yard most of the time. So you don't really care about that. And also here, I just personally don't think this will set out. Although, I could be surprised. You guys are fucking thirsty for NFTs sometimes. I'm like, how are you guys buying this? I have no idea. You know, little utility that whenever you're a good player, you can like build around, you know, and like don't need to have those. But some of you guys just buy whatever you can get your hands on, I think. But man, it's like this is, I don't think this is worthwhile. So anyways, going on. So I was going to go to the game now and take a look. Yeah, I just want to go inside the game and take a look at the number of location that has mountains and river, right? Because if you actually take the time to go around the map and look at them, they're not that many, to be honest. I know I made a game on one of the servers. I never remember which one. I think it was number 2. Let's take a look here. No, wrong one. Darn it. Okay, it's not number 2. Is it number 1? Let's check it out. About 9 of them. Oh, there's 9 locations, you mean? Yeah, it's like, for you to try to go and fish that out, I mean, it's very low chance. So I do have a map here. I have about $48 million. I just let this run for a few days. But I'll just be honest, man. It's not worth for me to spend hours trying to tweak a build before the competition just to make $1. You know, so it's like, I love Townstar, but I don't love it that much, right? So, so like Zibor just said, there are very, very few locations that does have double river. So this here, this is probably awesome, especially if you have a dragon. Because if you don't have a dragon, you need to sail by boat, and you probably have to sail it all the way down here, which is a very, very long destination. But if you have a dragon, this is not bad, right? You can get double river. But then again, you have double river, but you get shades on one side. So it's not amazing. Yeah, so using shallow mines, I don't think it's that bad. Obviously, what I would have to do in this case is that I have to double this here. But let me just check. Did my limestone... I did 60 here, right? So it should be 120. So it should be 120. So this is a great location. This is okay, but I don't think the mountain, 1 for 1 river, 1 mountain. I don't think this is better than 2 rivers, like a corner like this. I think I would rather go for this than go for this. But this is great, right? But then again, there's only one of those in this area for sure. And there's very, very few location that has double river and mountain. Extremely, extremely rare. So here, it's very rare. So here you have one, but this is bad because you cast shade on almost half of your water tile. So you might as well just go with double water, right? So that's why you need to get a mountain tile that is a opposite side to your river if you want to go 1 for 1. And then if you can find this location here, this is just perfect. This is just amazing. This is great. But then again, you know, given all the scripts going around and people like, you know, getting spots before they're, you know, so fast that you don't have the time to react, I would rather try to go like, because usually I live in this area here, like on this map, right? So for me to just click here or here and take this right away instead of going down, trying to get this and then not being able to get it and then coming back here and then seeing all the double river leaving as I'm trying to click one and get it, I would rather just like click right here and then get that, right? So much easier, much easier. But that's my opinion. So 2 river for most players should be what they go for. Mountain, not really necessary here in this case. So okay, so with that said, like I wrote here, I have so I need roughly almost 5 rows full of trees. So technically it would be somewhat of like 2 rows, maybe 3 rows, and then maybe 2 on this side. So here's what I have like for my idea. I was going to put my Centus factory, is it this one? They would be in this region over here. Okay, so therefore what I would do is that I need to put, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here are my oak. That's my oak trees. Right there. Alright. So that's great. And then what I can do is that you can use water like this. And then if I turn on the water effect like here, I can go like this. If I do like this, it gives me my location. So every 2. Like that. Okay. And then it would likely be something similar to that on this side as well. I'm just going to put them down just for now. Alright, so this would be somewhat what I would be looking for if I was doing my trees. So therefore here I do have my 19 trees. So my oak is taken care of. So that's taken care of. Now if I do my wood, so for the rest of this, if this is wood, and again, the reason why I'm putting them all here, essentially what I would also want to do is that I could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe something like that. Here. So that gives me 3 by 6, that's 18, 19. Perfect. So if I have my lumber yard, one lumber yard in this region over here, then you would make sure that that stays filled up as much as possible, and therefore keeps my center factory populated properly, right? So there's that. Okay. Oh, Triple L. Thank you for the comment here. I just want to say that. So I do have multiple streams going all at once, guys. I am trying to expand all my streams. I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but I started to stream on my other channel called Bench & Co. with my girlfriend. We have been playing Final Fantasy 14. I've played it before, but I've always wanted to replay it again. And if I have her play with me, then I guess it gives me an excuse to play it again. So we've been playing together. It's been a lot of fun. But Triple F says they're shooting for 80 to 90 rate. Have dropped since they've put in changes on Tuesday when and then back then you had 80 easy. Okay, that's cool. And then 1 Montel with 1 water NFT is good, looking around 10 mines to get at least 80 per hour. Yeah, so what I will have to do for sure for me is that I'm gonna have to triple the amount of not triple, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to double the amount of mines that I'm gonna have. Perfect. So also, by the way, guys, if you guys can let me know if the volume is great. I bought a new mic a few days ago. It's an HyperX. Oh, I think I increased it too high there. Is it better? Good, good. Because my other microphone was just very bad. So it's been very good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Sounds good. Perfect. Thanks so much, man. So I'm actually going to have to double this now. I'm going to double these now. Because I know for sure I'm going to need more than 5 each. Maybe not all the way up to 10. Maybe I would say like 9 to 10. 9 to 10. Alright, so there's that. So now I need the wood. So I need 60 wood. So let's take a look at that. 60 wood. So trees here. Anything that requires more water than 5? Silica, no. Cotton, no. Cotton is 4. This is 3. Okay, that's good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 16. And that's going to be 32. And that's going to be 48. Got 48 here. Volume is great. Was lower before. Okay, so volume is better now. Perfect. There's like a dial at the bottom so that I can change that and increase it. Thanks so much for letting me know. Okay, so that's 48, 9, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Well, actually, I can just fill this up and go to the stage here. It'll tell me. So I'm at 61 right now. How's that? How's that? So I would have my lumber mills kind of like in this center location here. I think that would be best. Right? And then let's see, and then so that's that. Perfect. And then I have this here. Perfect as well. Okay. And then sounds good. Sounds good. What else? So trees is done. Now cotton is 5. So only 5 for cotton. It's not that many. So now I have to think about where are my where are those going to be at. One thing I can also think about is that I can use honey and stuff like that to compensate for that. I don't want to put the cotton down just yet, mainly because I'm not quite sure what I'll have to do for that. Let's see, because if I need water drums need 15. So let's see here. If I have 15 industrial water drums here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15. So there's that. So there's that here. That's 15 here. Then what else can I do? What else can I do? So therefore I likely would have my road along this way. Something like this. So water drums is done. Now I would want to have a warehouse like right here. I may even do something like this, just so that, because this needs to be quick. Like this needs to be very, very quick. So here, warehouse, drop, 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 super quickly. Okay, something like that. And then silica, that's going to be somewhere else. Don't have to worry about that. So here the 18 peppermints. 18 peppermints. For sure, what I would do is that I would put them somewhat like this, where there might be some shading involved along this edge, right? My test down, desert, mountain, no river. So you have a desert, mountain, no river, about 83 per hour. Right, okay. So that's, like, am I really going for 150 right now? I mean, this is what I said I was going to do, right? I was trying to push for 150. Therefore, I'm a little bit scared now because Zbor is a very good player. So therefore, if he's going for 83, I might be way overshooting myself here. But so far, it doesn't seem too bad. We're just going to keep going with this idea and then see what it takes us. If I have to downscale, then I can always do so. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 here. And then I would need a little bit more. Check Discord. Thank you. Oh, so I'm guessing you don't mind. Go for at least 90. That's certainly achievable. With the changes coming Monday, it could be a lot more. Hey, I'm not wanting to address the issue. Okay, maybe try to make run out. Maybe try not to have your money run out that often. And just okay. So he's talking about that guy. Perfect. Let's take a look here. So okay, so this is what you have. Huh? 2 orbs. Okay, 12 beehives, 4 beekeepers. 1 big warehouse, 3 big warehouses. Wow, okay, that's huge. Yeah, for sure. Big warehouses are amazing. 3 cotton fields only. Yeah, but if you're doing only 80 something, that makes sense. 2 dirt roads, express depot, fabric, tractors, forklift, fuel storage. Yeah, you're going gas for sure, okay. And then sand mines 5, refinery. You probably can do with less sand mines, although maybe you're using sand mines for cash, although I don't think the changes are in-game yet, right? Rare water tower, so you have that water NFT, okay. Ponds, 10 ponds, 7 pottery. 7 pottery? Do you really need that many? You sure? Let me check here. So I was doing 186. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. Just for a question quickly, did you have water pumps on your potteries? Because 6 to me seems low. Because I had 6 here. Passive energy, passive clay. They had to go in to get the water drums and back. And I was making, what I say? I was making 186. I need twice that. Look at the image on Discord. Okay, so I'm guessing you don't mind showing this build here because you're asking to look at the image, so I just like to be respectful of people. Triple S said the most seen in Discord is about 100 before change, moving to other links. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Hey Rod, how's it going, buddy? Great content, by the way. You've been doing a lot of good stuff, so I've been appreciating that a lot. I've noticed that you stepped up your game and shown your face. You know, now we know what you look like. It's all good to go. Yeah, so you have your water NFT here. That's great. Yeah, so that allows you a lot of mobility here for if you want to have just the mountain and then you can skip on having the water. Yeah, but that's going for 80, right? If you're trying to go for 160, 150 like I did, which is also likely probably too much, we'll have a look there. No problem, bud. So let's take a look here. You have that NFT here for all the wood stuff. Yeah, that's great. Where's your lumber mills? Lumber mills are all here. So that's a pretty far run. You have to walk quite a bit. I usually don't like to make them walk all that much. But then again, your trees are all compacted in one single section, right? Whereas me, I had them around the edges. So I guess they have to run around on roads more. But yeah, this is great. Do you need this orb? I guess you need it for this guy here because it's getting pollution from this guy. So that's what I see here, I think, because I think pollution from mines is only 3 long, maybe 2 even. So I think this is maybe for this guy, and then that's one for this guy. Because I don't see... Oh, but the silica does pollution too, I think. So these guys as well. Okay. Gotcha. And then you have your clay NFT. Which one is your clay NFT? Because you need clay for glue. Where is your glue? Because these here are enchanted. Okay, glue is here. So you have that one for glue. And then you have 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, you have 2 clay NFTs. Okay. You have one here and one here. All right. I see what you're doing then. Okay. Yeah. Good stuff. Obviously, if I'm doing with double water using 2 NFT, maybe one would do. Well, with one, you would not be able to do all of them. You would have to reshuffle stuff around, right? This is 4, 3, 2, 1 energy. So if you put a clay guy here, you would not be able to get the 2 energy you need. You'd only get 1 because ceramic bowl takes 2, and you don't have any other energy over here. Yeah, we'd have to look at what can change and what can move. Here, water drums at this location here. Tough to say. Yeah. Let me just check something here. What is the range of dirty from these guys from the shallow mines. It is 3. So it is 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Even with 18, this is 18. Let me think about this for a moment. Because I need 20. I need 20, but I have peppermint. I would say mountain is a must-have here. Yeah. I mean, better than 2 water, though. Better than 2 water. I mean, that's a lot. I think if you can get a river and a mountain on opposite side, which there are very few of, sure, maybe that's great. But other than that, I think two river is better. Yeah, or just have to adjust down. Yeah, because 150 is a lot. If I did not have to put mines along the edges, could probably make it work somehow, right? Because the problem here is that they're getting further away from these guys, right? So essentially what this would look like would be something like this. Right? So it'll be something like that. I would almost even want to have another one here. Another one here. Okay, so yeah, I think we probably can scale down. We can scale down. Do I want to go down to 120? I think 130 might be a good bet. So let's try that. Continue. 10. Yes, 4. Yes, 1. Rocking horse. 130. 5 seconds. I don't want to get rid of all of this. Wood, so water drums. I'm gonna have to calculate that a little bit differently. So let's start with the most common things at the bottom and see first if that makes sense. Clay I don't need. Lumber, mine, oak. It's here, cotton, peppermint. Okay, so what I had earlier is that I had 60 trees. I think the 54 might just be fine. I think 64 would be about fine. Maybe just bring it down to 2, maybe even 50. I'd say probably even 50 would be okay, given how fast we're moving now. And then the water drums is, so 260 times 2 plus what I need for ceramic bowls, the 260. 1 chromium and limestone. So 780. 780 is how much I need. And I don't need the other one. There's a water drum here somewhere. Okay, that's it. So this is what I would need now. 50 trees. If I remove 50 trees, right now I am at 61. So if I remove this line, I'm down to 47. So, whoops, here. So let's repopulate some of the trees here. I'd be willing to remove these guys in favor of this. And I need 50. So 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, this is not bad. So I do have my 50. So my 50 is down. I need 17 oak now. Do I really need that? 17. 3,600 divided by 120. That's 30 per trees. Times 17. 510. That makes no sense. Oh, it's because of the extra time. Okay, so yeah, okay, so 17 should be about right. So here this is removing these two guys. So this is a 5 times 5 plus 2, 17. Perfect. And therefore I can take this tree and put that here. So 130, got my 17 here. Actually, I can remove these two and put you there. So that's my 17 right here. And then I would put one here and one tree there instead. There we go. So these are my 17 trees. Next, I would need a road here as well. So based on these numbers, I would still need about 10 mines and no for iron and another 10 also, which I find very surprising that it would be the same for both. So I'm gonna go for 9 each. I'm gonna go 9 each. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then what I'd like to do for these guys is that if I can push that all the way up like this here, I'm not gonna need this water, I'm not gonna need these guys. This is fine. So, oh, but then I have my river up here. Right. Does my river come all the way here? Yes. Okay, so I cannot have this. And none of you too. So I need to put water on these guys here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I got 19 here. So I can probably remove one. Like that. Still look crowded for 130. Because essentially, even if I drop down 20 chromium and limestone, that's roughly 1 shallow mine for each. So I'm only really reducing by 1 for both. But I am quite reducing the number of trees that I need, which allows me to do other stuff in this corner, for example, right? So that's fine. Now this is water 1 here. This is water here. Now the one good thing about these guys is that they will have a road and stuff. So traveling will be quite easy for them. They can just whoop, whoop. So even though they have to travel a lot, wouldn't be that much of an issue. They can just go up and back, up and back, up and back. So that's kind of fun. And then for the number of water barrels, water drums, I said 720. 720, I said 35 seconds per. 102, so 780 divided by that number is 8. So I need 8. Really? Does that make sense? That does not make sense. Okay, I need 1.3 thousand. My bad. Okay, so 3,600 divided by 35 and 1.3 thousand divided by that number is 13. Okay, so I need 13 water facilities for 1.3 thousand. There we go. So 13 water facilities. 1, 2. Well, okay. So first of all, do I want one here? I don't. Because if I put one here, it means that I need to put a road, and that road is kind of useless. So I don't want one there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I said 13, right? So therefore, if I put my warehouse more in this middle, remove this guy, and then water facility, remove this peppermint for now. 4, 13. So I need like 7 on one side and 6 on the other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2. Let's see. This is only 2 water here, which sucks. Peppermint needs how much water? Peppermint is 3. Yes. So I can have peppermint here, for example. Right there. Okay. Right. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's 6, and then here is 7. So just move this warehouse a little bit closer there. So these guys dump that right in here. Pop, 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 really quickly. This guy's over here as well. Probably can move it there, so a bit closer to these guys. So these 3 and these 3 dump here, and then the mine guys can just go right up and get that. Sounds good? So water drums are done. Water drums are done. Oak trees are done as well. Now I need 19 peppermint fields. Now peppermint fields is great to use as buffer for shadow and things like that. So if I put my shading, my dirty effect. So I still need to remember that I still need to have my beehives as well. So beehives needs to be somewhere in here as well. That too. Peppermint is, what's the 180 ratio? Any building in here that takes 3 shades. Peppermint. Okay, I need to deal with my lumber mill first. Here it says 10, but I think 6 will be enough. Probably even 5. 5 will be enough. So how do I want those 5? Well, that's easy. I just want this. Where are they? Where are you? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I have 1, can have the 1 drum here, servicing all of those. And 1 power here for that. Okay. That's 1 power for that. Okay, does need a road. I don't want to put a road yet just because. And also can put a water here as well. Okay, so there's a water here. These 5s here, this should be able to provide all my lumber for my guys. Now, question is, where would I want to put the lumber? By that I mean, where do I want to put the lumber mills, the lumber yard? So the thing about lumber mills is that you can put them further away if you count the leg work it takes for you to go there and drop it off, right? So by the time this guy finishes, goes up here, drops it off, and comes back, will this building already be done with being filled up with 5 wood, right? So that's kind of what you want to do. If you go look at my previous build, I'm just going to close that. I'm not going to need that. I can close this as well. This one over here, like I had my lumber, my lumber yards were here, but usually by the time they went there and came back, even by the time they got back, not all wood was always ready to be done. And also you need to consider that there are multiple other lumber mills that they can drop stuff at. So I think that I might even be able to pull off getting them to walk all the way down here, I think. Now, I'm not 100% sure, okay? So I am gonna save a comment here that say that if you end up having too much wood in your being put down into your lumber yard, then all you have to do is move it a little bit closer, like that. And maybe just that change will allow you to balance it a little bit better so that the travel time is a little bit quicker. But I think I might be able to pull this off. So I am going to do this for now, which is great because then it means that these guys will be able to get easy lumber and easy water drums most of the time. So that's, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. So here we're going to say lumber is finished. This has to be a nuclear plant because if I put a power plant here, this is going to be all dirty, and then that's going to be affecting my pottery shops. And I kind of want, I'm not sure if I will, but I have a feeling that I want to make it such that I don't use orbs of hope. I do have them, but I don't want to use them. I don't want to use them here. Okay, next, what should I look at? I'm gonna wait for cotton and peppermint because I kind of want to see where else I go with this. I want to do things that matters a little bit more first. So honey is 3 hives and honeycomb is 6. Okay, that's fine. Here says ceramic bowls tells me 11. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think with 6 I was doing what? He said my video. Try to go see there's my number. I was 186 with 6. So if I want to do 260, so 186 and 6, that's about 30 each. Right, so it's about 31 each, and therefore I need another 70, so that'll be 2.5 more. So I would say 6, probably go up to 8, might be okay. I think I'm gonna have to go with 9. I think 9 is probably a safe bet. Okay, so I have to deal with 9. Now I can use my NFT. So let me think about this now. So 9. If I had 9, where would I want to put them? If I had 9 pottery shops, if I can do... Okay, so if I put all of them down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I just turn clay on, right? Okay, so clay is on. 2 is this one. I don't need this guy. So if I put 2 on, I was hoping to get them all on the edges, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah, that's impossible. I wish I could double overlay stuff, you know. Not shady, dirty, right? So dirty is here. Okay, let me just put a road here. So let's say I put a road here. Therefore, I have location for here. Do a different color. This. Not this. This. No. Give me something that stands out, please. Okay, that's good. So I have that. I can put them here. So these are locations that are good. These are good locations. Then if I have a road here, I can put 4 here as well. Then if I have a road here, I can have these. And then if I have another road here, these are good locations. These are good locations too. I mean, to put down stuff, not that this one here, but those are locations that I know I can put stuff at, right? That. Let's see. And then this. Where else? So there's a few tricky location here. So this guy, I could have a road here, and this would be a one as well, like this. I have this square here. That's kind of bad. And then I would be left with these two. So these can be one of my labyrinth location that I don't really want to put in stuff and all that. Could also use these. Do the orb require a road? No, it does not. So, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. Because I have to consider that these guys are going to need energy as well, right? So, needs 2 energy, 3 energy, shit. 3 energy for this guy. So let's see where I have to put my, so 3 energy here. This is only getting 2, so you need to be here for that. 3 there. And 2. Actually, why don't I just turn on the energy thing there? So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. These guys have 2. If I put 1 here, that's 4. That's 5, 3. Okay, so that has to stay here. So those are my locations that I have to do it at. And then this guy, like this. I gotta be honest. I almost feel like to remove this one. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have 18. So I have 9 each. And I need to create them in equal value, right? So I do need it. So I need it. I need to have it. So like this here. I do have my iron NFT, so I'm good for that. Thanks though. Yeah, I do have the Stalinride. The one that gives 2 range, so that's good for that. So that's one thing that saves me quite a bit, like another 4 or 5 location. That'd be really hard to do for sure. All right, so this could be what water looks like. Now, one thing I'm a little bit annoyed by is that this shape here will require 2 water pump and 2 ponds. I was hoping I could put it here, but then this does not work out. So it needs to be here. How about, and then if I move this guy here, then I'm missing there. Can I fix this? How about if I start from here? If I start from the center, I get this. remove this guy and put him here. And then just have another road here instead. How's that? Now, sure, these guys are 2, but I could just have these 2 guys go pick stuff up. Like, you just need 1 energy, so... And they're also the closest one to the lumber and the closest one to the warehouse. So I don't really care so much about that. Does that make sense? So I like that quite a bit. Okay, this may be an idea. Just by removing the last ones of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, so I have 9 on each side. Now, I have 1 in the corner over here. This may as well just be my dragon. Right? So my dragon there in the corner. At least now I don't have 4 water pumps. Extra water pumps and all that jazz that I can take care of. Okay, so if I just go with terrain again, just to redo what I was doing earlier. So this is all good. This is all location stuff that I can use. And then I need to fix this lumber mill yard will be here in this corner, like that. Okay. Now, one thing that I'm thinking about doing right now is that I might push this up 1. Right? So I could push this up 1. So the energy here, all the energy here will be enough to produce for everything else. So I could push this up 1. That would give me a little bit more center mass that I could use. Because how many peppermint I need? I need 19. How many tiles do I have with 3 water right now? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, this is 3 by 4, that's 12. 14, this 3, 17, 18, 19. So this is, all I would need peppermint is this. And then all I need else is another 5 cotton. So I have plenty of space right now. So I don't need all of those. So either I switch this to the right or I move this up. I think I would rather move this up 1. So let's do that. I would say something like this. No, here. Like that. This will have to be all redone anyways. Okay, so here, if I go back, lumber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, power this guy. Okay, so there's this now. I almost want to put a pond here to give the, but then I really don't need to. It's fine, never mind. So I needed 13, I needed 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, why don't I give this one more, and then I can just move the warehouse up here. Yeah, this is like right down the middle for all of them. And then I can just have 6 here. I can move it here. So these guys will come here. These guys will come here. For the water drums. Which is fine. So next, I would like to think of for my potteries. So if I go dirty here, I wonder, is the game here scheduled so that if I put this down, yeah, oh nice, man, this is very nice. It actually removes the dirtiness in these zones around that location. That's cool. Okay, so I need 2 energy for all of these. This one has 3, this one has 2, so that's fine. So let's see what I could do. Getting some ideas right now. If I put my NFT here, it would be 4, 3, 2. I could have some pottery on the opposite side, and then I can just move those trees to some other location. Let's see if this would work out. So if I put it here, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, but then I'm disturbing my water drums, and I don't really want to do that. Right? If I put it here and I go play, so it'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not sure this is working out. Maybe first I will populate my inner section first. So I start with a road here, so that would give me this, right? And then you go a road here and a road here, and that gives you all that. And then you can go road here and then another road here. So this and then this. And then you can go pond for the pump. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are 100% correct, my friend. I guess I should think about these first. So these also need pumps. I always wonder, is it better to put a pump here? Sort of, like this has to be there for sure. And then this guy, I can put it here. Or I guess I could put it here and then put the pump in the corner. The pond. Pond here, pond here. And for you, like that. Maybe we'll have that. So, okay, this is all well and good. And if I have a road here, like that. So this does not really matter all that much. So if I go here, then this is created. Now, this is a bit of a dead spot, so I don't like that. Because then I would have a road here, then it gives me those 4. Then I could have another one here. This, and then you there, and then there. Just trying to maximize my space as much as possible here. So as you can see, this is 8. How many pottery? I need 9. I need 9. Because if I put my clay thing here, this would work. Right? If I, in terms of energy, all of these have at least, not these guys, damn. Okay, not these guys. In terms of dirtiness, okay, so all of these are fine. So if I were to put this NFT right here, for example, okay, then I could have another road here to maximize 4 locations around it. And then I can also have the pond here. And this can just be another, just the number 1, let's say. And now I have my clay, which is like that. And my clay needs, so I would want to maximize close as possible to the warehouses without being dirtied, right? So dirty is there, so dirty is not touching these. And then if I put my clay back on, if I go industrial, then it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for this guy, 8, 9, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got my 9s here. And then they're super close to the warehouse. So what they do is that they go to the warehouse, drop it off, drop the bowl, get the drums, go back, and build. So that's like instant. Very, 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 very efficient and quick. So that's fine. This is fine here. And that's that here. And then if I look at my dirty, nothing is touching that, which is great. Next, Next. There's a lot of buildings I have to do that I've not touched, that I've not done yet. So we need to take that into consideration too. So this is done here. Now for glue, glue also needs cotton. So why don't I just take care of that now? So here it says 2 wizard shops. 2 wizard shops. I used to make 81. And I think I had 2 as well in the corner. Yeah, like a bit hard to see here. Maybe if I go there. Right, so I had these 2 here in this corner was doing glue as well. What else does glue need? Don't always remember. Is it you? No, it's the other one. I really wish these did not look so similar. Like they're super similar. Honeycomb clay. Okay, honeycomb and clay. So clay, how many? 2. 2 clays. 2 clay, but they don't care. These guys don't care about dirty, so that's fine. Now I would want them closer to the road because I need those guys to be quite efficient. I'm thinking that this upper corner here may be my beehive corner. I think that's going to be where my beehives will be at. I need also my lumber yard here. Let's see. Ah, they need 2, eh? Well, what else do they need? They need... They need honeycomb and clay. So look, as long as the honeycomb and the clay is being brought to them, they're fine, right? They don't have to worry about anything. Okay. In the picture for this, did they say what goes where? No, not in this one. So essentially, well, here's what my idea is that all I would have to do is this. I just have to say, well, okay, fine. Come here, right? These 2 guys come here. They're within the clay range. And I'm going to need 2 pantries. Sadly, because I sell in stack of 25. Right, so therefore my beehives guys will go all the way down here to drop it off, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Even if they have to walk a little bit more, these guys don't. As long as these guys can just keep producing as much as possible, that's great. So, all right, this is not looking too bad. Glue is done. Just gonna bring that up here. And then I'm gonna say here, I said I'm gonna need 1 forklift, which has not been done, and then 2 pantries, 2 pantry, and then this has been done. So this has been done already. Okay. Now a few other things to consider. I do need I do need my 5-cent mines, and that's starting to be a little bit of an issue here because they do create dirty, right? So I need to be able to smack that dirty somewhere that it's not going to create too many issues for me. But also somewhere that is within good range of I said 5, right? Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put another warehouse here. Okay, so all of these guys will dump this here. Now I'm starting to dislike this because this being here means that these guys will dump stuff here, then they'll come up this way. So I'm gonna over harvest lumber and water drums for one side and not the other. Therefore, here's what I suggest. NFT to the rescue. Put 2 of these and remove these. So, okay, well, maybe leave this one, because this one is useful for my potteries. How many items goes inside these warehouse? Water drums, silica, yarn, chromium, molten glass, bowls, rocking horse, limestone, mystic matter, enchanted object, probably do. So that's 10 items. That's 10 items. 9 to 10 items in 2 warehouses. That's a lot. Okay. So in this case then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these guys are identically close. Forklift also dirty. Thank you so much. Yes, very true. Forklift. I'm gonna put you right here. Who is not gonna bother anyone. Okay, so these warehouse will be there. I think I'll still need warehouse here, because this gives me 220. I'm sorry, 120 plus another 40, so that's 160. No, so 10 times 25 is 250. I think I'm probably gonna need even more warehouse than this, because there's 10 items. That's a lot. Dude, Z-Boy, I wish I had 3 big warehouses. God damn. I think I would have to do this. I think so, because this gives me 120 plus 8. That's another 80. That's 200 spaces. Oh, and I may have to keep this energy to this guy here. Yeah. Yeah, 130 I think is too much. I'm gonna drop down to 120. Rocking horse, 120. Yes, 5 seconds. So with this will be a little bit less dreadful. The build will stay likely the same though. Like, I mean, nothing much is going to change. Just have to recalculate a few of the numbers here. Water pond, iron mine. Well, I mean, as it is, I'm not doing too bad. Like, I'm really not doing too bad. If I can get double river, I'm actually not doing too bad. And with the NFTs that I have too. So 180. 180 I can do with 4 lumber mills. So even then, I just removed 1 lumber mill. Because I was doing 580 with 2 lumber mills, so 4 would just be fine. Silica, we'll have to readjust the number. Maybe I can do a little bit less. Oak farm, I can drop 1. Peppermint field probably as well. And cotton is over here. So let's just recalculate the numbers just a little bit. Wood here says 50. I am currently in my stage at 50. I'm gonna leave wood as is. Wood is fine. Oak is at 16. I'm currently at oak tree 17. Yeah, probably just this one, I guess. Always going to reshuffle later, but something like this. So oak wood does not change, it stays there. Water facility 16. I said I make about 100 per. So I think 10. No, wait. So I have to recalculate that. So 240 times 5. 240 times 5. I need 1200. So I think I just need 12. I think 12 will be okay. So 6 here and then 6 here. I can remove 1. There you go. 6, 6 on both sides. Okay. That's done now. And then cotton field, we'll do that later. Peppermint, we'll do that later. Now lumber mill, I need 4. Here I have 5. I can just remove 1 extra. I almost feel like I want to remove this one. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I do like this here, four, 3, 2, 1. What I'm thinking right now is that if I can manage to put this here and have a pawn on the outside, or just how can I make this? If I took this pump, if I leave it there, yeah, and this casts a lot of shade. Yeah, it would just cast shade everywhere. Okay, so never mind that. We're just gonna leave that here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that goes there. And then so these two would go down here. These two would go over there. If I had a lumber mill here, it would go to this one. So I think I'm just gonna leave that one empty. Like these guys, like they'll just walk around a little bit more, but I think it'll be fine anyways. And then I can just have whatever another building here. Well, it doesn't matter what it is. Probably 2 shade will be fine too as well. Okay, so there's that. So 4 lumber yard will be okay. So you see here, they say 8 mines. 8 each. 4, if I double, 4 and 4. I think I can do it with 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is great because then I don't have to worry about an energy guy at the end. Because I would rather not have to produce energy, because if I produce energy, it means that I have to account for space in my warehouse for it. And therefore I need more warehouse spaces, and I'm already limited on warehouse spaces. So this is probably just better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About that. And then I can also just move down my forklift down 1 here. Like this. Okay. So this is actually looking pretty good. I'm actually very happy with this build so far. So that's that. Now these mines are done. So this is done too. What else can I take care of? This I don't need. This is already accounted for up here. Blue, still 120. Still think that 2 is necessary, so that's fine. This does not change. Cotton yarn, 3 fabric plants. Okay, so now the cotton and the peppermint. So cotton and peppermint are the 2 crop that I need. Where does the peppermint go? Sorry, just check my phone here. Jesus. I don't know what happened, but my phone tells me I have 45 new emails. Like, what the fuck? What happened? Someone died somewhere. Jeez. Okay, so peppermint goes into enchanted object. So therefore I should have that close to that location. And then cotton goes next to, for the cotton place here, and into here as well. Now, in terms of NFTs, let me just check that here. If I go to my inventory, I'm actually getting to the point where I don't always remember what I own. So, yeah, should get my shit together, I guess. So here, this is stuff I have. So, sorry, it just takes a little bit to load. Do I have a peppermint? So I have a cotton storage, and I do have a peppermint storage. So the cotton is for 10, right? Cotton is for 10 and peppermint is 2. So I almost feel like I should take advantage of that. Just take advantage of, because, well, look. Let's see. Let's go back to my build here and see what I could do. So I need to stay away. The dirty needs to stay away from these guys. So I would want to have how many? So here says I need 3. Do I really need 3? I don't think so. Let me go back to my previous build again. I was making 150. And how many? I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4. Yeah, so probably 3 will be fine. Especially if they're, well, these are already pretty well located if you think about it. I mean, they're right next to all of those silos and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. I feel that if I need 120, 3 will not be enough. I feel like it probably won't be enough. They need to be extremely, extremely close to my stuff. Like to the cotton field and all that. All these here. Lumber is all the way there. 1, 2, 3. So if I just finish those roads, just for make sure I got all my stuff together. So this would be I have 3 here, and then I have another road here, and another 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay. And then I could put one of my other things like this here. So that's one goes there. This is actually pretty nice. I like that. So here I am. Water drums here, lumber. I cannot have it here because it would put dirtiness on this guy. Is peppermint affected by pollution? Yes. Yes, it is. I was almost thinking to have them like here. Like 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2. How about this side? 1, 2. Power. In terms of power, I need only 1, right? Yes. Because I would really like them to be close to lumber. What I'm going for right now is about 120. I think, like, with my NFTs, 120 is probably very close to doable. I mean, because when you think about it, I'm almost there. With 2 rivers, I'm almost there. This is actually not looking too bad. I think what would happen is that I would just run out of space for tractors and stuff. Yeah. That's the thing though, because I need to consider tractors. How many more buildings do I need to put down? 5 Master Wizards. It's 10, 15. This is done already. Yeah. I think you guys are right. I guess 100. 100 would be doable. It's just because I'm running out of space to be able to put buildings for farmers and loggers. Because you're going to need a lot of loggers for this. That's my main issue. Like, I can put all the buildings, but then I just won't have any space for loggers. Yeah, you guys are right. I'm just too much of an optimistic. I'll be honest, I should just listen to Rod and Zibor. They probably know fucking better. Seriously. 100, let's say 5 seconds. Alright. Start fresh. Let's do this right for the 5th time. This time, for sure. Alright, so need less trees. I am currently at 50 trees. Here says about 42 trees or so. Probably around that number, I would say. In which case, what would likely happen here is that I would have to do this. I can probably push this road out as well, 1. Like that. Now that I need less trees, likely be fine to do so. And then it said need 42, so I need to remove a few, so I'm actually at 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do for 42 for the time being. Oak. Here it says 13. Probably should be about right. I have 16 right now, so remove these 3 like this. Next, water iron. I don't need these. Don't have to worry about those. Water drums. So how many water drums I need? I need 200 times 5. So I need 1,000. And 1,000 will be 10 water facilities. So 10 water facilities. I want to put them as close as possible. So remove this one. If I go water, so I cannot have one here. So this would be my 5s. And then this would be mirrored down 5 as well. Like this. I think this is acceptable. So that's my water here. Obviously, we'll have to pretty much redo all of this. Let's just take a look here, though. The ideas remain the same. I just may just flip these around and whatever. I'm just gonna keep that in mind for now. In terms of lumber, 900. This will be doable. This is doable with 3 if the lumber mill is if the lumber yard is very close to the mills. But if it's not, I think I should go with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, right. Okay, so that would be here. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 here. So essentially, I would do what I did earlier. Is that I would just have these guys like this. This here. This here. And this here. Okay, so that's it for that. And then this would be free location right there. Then I still believe I will need 2 warehouses here and here. Here and here as well. Okay. Probably a bit better. Just check here. So water drums is done, lumber mill is done, chromium mines. I said I was gonna go with 8 of each, which is what I will. Which I'm still surprised because, I mean, for 120 was still 8, and now it still says 8. I have a feeling I might be able to do 7. Let's see. Where's limestone is here? You know what? I'm gonna start with 8. If I'm overproducing enough that I can shut one down and then still hit with the number I need, then I can remove one later and have an extra space for loggers or whatever, right? So that's fine. Okay, so we'll do that. Next, so these are done too, and then I need to just reform my terrain that I did earlier. So I'm just gonna I like to put these as a way to remind myself that okay, those are, you know, like empty spaces that you could use or whatever. So I like to do that a lot. Okay, so can put a road here. Put a road here. I'm starting my shapes here as well and here as well. Let's see. Because if I put a road here, then I get 4. Then I have to put a road there, which gives me these 3. And this could be a spot for my number 3, 2. Still need number 1 and number 3. It could be not bad. Not as centered as the other one was before, but that's okay. As long as I get 2 energy. This is 2. This is 3. 3. 1. And 2. So, okay, we'll take a look. Terrain. This guy. This. And then I can go put a road here. That gives me these 2. Or if I go here, if I go road here, and then here, this gives me, no, I don't like that. So here I have these two here, so I can always put just a water at this location. And then this gives me number 1 can come here. And then because if I put 1 here, I get 4. Or if I put 1 here and 1 here, I get 3, 5, and then 2 spare. So 1, 2, then I get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then 2 spare here. So therefore I can put 3 and 4 at these locations, for example. Well, technically number 1 will have to go in this upper corner here. So actually 1 can be up here. I think this was number 1, yeah? Whoops. Yeah, I'm missing number 2. We just remove that. I was hoping to get like 1 corner that came like organically, but it didn't. I feel like I need to redo this. If I redo this, I'll keep this road. Start from this corner instead. Maybe it was a mistake to start from the other one. Here and then this. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this guy and this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have a spare here, which is okay. And then I can go. So I have always the choice here to do that if I want to. I almost feel like this would be optimal. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have these two as a spare here. If I put a road here again, and 1, 2. So like this, in this way here, kind of like that. I actually look at when I look at it. So number 1 will be up here for my clay, my nectar. You can go here, and 3 and then 4 there. And then that fills all the emptiness that I have, and that leaves me with all of these. Okay, that's not bad. So now that I need to look at my dirty, and my dirty is this way. And then I said I wanted, how many ceramic bowl I want to go this time? Clay field I don't need, water drums I don't need. Silica says 4, and I believe that. Should be about 4, so I can always remove 1, remove the furthest one from the, well actually they were both the same distance, but that's fine. Okay, since this one is closest to this guy, sounds good. Actually put the, I'll leave the forklift there for now. Okay, so that's good. And then how many ceramic bowls do I want? Here it says 9. I used to make right here. I used to make 86 with 6. So I think 7 is just fine. So 7 should be more than plenty. Okay, so since I'm gonna have my ceramic over here, my ceramic bowl over here, I'm gonna be overusing the water drums in this region. So therefore, what I'd like to do is that I'd like to shift one of my water facility here so that it overproduces on one side and a little bit less on the other. Okay, so that equilibrate a little bit on both sides. Let's see. So I have that. So now I need 7. So I said 7. Let's go clay. Do I have a dirty here? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. And move this down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all these guys go right here. Perfect. Awesome. Then I need two wizard shops. And they still need 2 clay each. One, 2. Right there. 1, 2. Right here. And then what I would like is that I would have my pantries. At least one of them right here. Here, top. So all you have to do is this, to go in here, in and out. Right? So they go in and out here. Just gonna write down 2 pantry, 1 forklift. Which I put down. Okay. I wished they were even closer than this, but it is what it is. Let's try to see if I can shift them around. Because also, because I could put them down here with the pantry down here, but then it just means that I may need more beekeepers in order to get that travel time in. So I'd rather keep them by the road. And then the warehouses pretty close by. They can go here if they want to, or they can go down here if they want to. So both acceptable situation. Okay, so that's done. This is for the glue. So glue is done too. How much glue did I make down here? I made 82. And I'm gonna write might need a third. I might need a third here, I think, because before I was pretty close to my pantries and I still could only do 2. So about 80 something. But maybe that had to do with the number of honey and honeycomb being produced and not them not producing enough. So I might need a third. We'll see. But if I do need a third, I can always have it a little bit further away and it won't be bothersome all that much. These guys need to dump in a storehouse. This needs to be dumped in a storehouse. So therefore, I will have my big NFT here, and I can just have another pantry right there. A little bit of both. Talk. Okay. Happy with that. Perfect. Because glue goes in storehouses. I think that's the only thing that goes into a storehouse here. Next part. I should take care of my honeycomb. Zibor, keep in mind the last changes they made in TS. All timers have been slowed down. Molten glass is 60. Silica is 60 for 30 seconds for everywhere. Do you mind to tell me which item precisely? Because was that on a different announcement? Or in the change logs? Okay, not in the change logs. The actual engine. So okay, so did the timers get slowed down, or is it that the game runs slower? Or I think what it is that timer used to be greater before. Like the timer used to be shorter before than what it was actually supposed to be at, right? Is that right? Like the game ran faster than the specific timer was supposed to be, but the program I've made is based on the time that they have in the game per se. So it used to run faster. Yeah, but I don't tweak my build based on how I feel like it goes. I do it based on the numbers that I have, right? So milk is 30 seconds. If you're saying that before, well, it used to be 22, but now what it means is that my calculations here are actually more correct than before, because what used to happen before is that I would put too many buildings down because this told me to put 4 mines. I'd put 4, and then I would notice that, oh, I only really need 3. But you look at the last comp. Okay, I see what you mean there. Yeah, okay. So I should not use my last comp so much as a parameter to determine that. Okay, so all right, agree. I'll take that into consideration. I don't think that, like I said here, I might need a third. This, I'm gonna write like might need an 8th. Send mine, I think 4 is fine. I think these will be fine. This may need a 5th, but even if I do for that one, I just put it here, so that's not a problem. And everything else should be somewhat okay. Okay, but thanks for your concern though. Yeah, I do understand what you mean now. Okay, so use it as a way to know, but not like precise data for sure. Okay, perfect. So we're actually almost done. It's like there's nothing much here. So honey 3 and honeycomb 4, which I'm a little bit surprised. This does not feel right to me, because honeycomb is twice the speed. So I should have more. Now, I know I'm gonna go look at my build here, I'm sorry. But here I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I used to make 80 and about 100. Why did I used to make? Because honey is half the time of honeycomb, right? So why then? And it also needs 2 lumber in a bowl, and this one needs 1 lumber. Because if I need, let's say it's 30 seconds plus another, let's say 20 seconds to get in order. So that's 50 seconds. 70. Okay, it kind of feels wrong, but might be right. So what I'll do then is that I'll just go a little bit over. I'll say 5 for honey and 4 for 5 for honeycomb and 4 for honey. I think that's a good compromise. Like that. Therefore, therefore I need 9. So if I put 9 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's say 9. Make sure my dirty is not touching anyone. Yeah, okay. If I do, so I said 4, right? So I'm just trying to think here. So if I put my NFT here, I guess I could put a road here and I have 2 buildings there. So, okay, so NFT number 1 right there. And therefore, if I look at my nectar, this will be... Did I say 4 or 5? I said 5 and then 4, right. So, okay, so you are honeycomb. You are honeycomb. Honeycomb as well. And these guys are honey. All right. And then I can say, okay, go here. Then this will be 2 locations I can put in. As long as they're not dirty, that'll be great. So those are these 2s are done. This guy, now, I'm actually tempted to put him around here, around this area. And have my cotton maybe around here. Because you need 1 energy, so if I go energy level here, this is all 1. What if I don't really want to move this warehouse, to be honest. So I want to be close to lumber, fairly close to lumber, while also having my cotton put well. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna remove this guy, put it here. Remove this guy, put it here. A little bit there, like that. And then that gives me these locations here. So what I could do would be I could use now I think I would rather just go for silo. 1, 2, 3. So here I can put a silo here, and here I can have peppermint just to block the shade. So that here, and then I can have my 3. 1, 2, 3. Puck, get all your cotton, get your lumber, craft, dump it, get all your cotton, get all your lumber, craft, dump it, and so forth. And that's actually pretty good. Now, I'm skeptical on the 3 though. I'm a little bit skeptical on the 3. Crafting cotton yarn, 60 seconds. And 7 pickup times. But the pickup times is pretty short. I mean, it's very close by. Maybe not that much of an issue. Let's look at water here for a second. So, cotton fields, now that I know that, I can put them down. So cotton fields says here I need 4. Do I really need only 4? Cotton is a 20-second craft. Let's say it takes 25 seconds to be picked up. 144 per. 500 divided by that number is 3.5. So 4 fields should be fine. Okay, so 4 field that does not have shading would be you. This would have shading here. This does not. 4. And these here would be peppermint. And if I remove this guy and put it here, does that change? Does that improve things? Not really, because then here we can dump it right in there. So I would rather put a peppermint down here. And then at this location here, I can put that guy. And then you could have a logger here. Okay, so guys, this is looking pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with this build so far. Okay, so my cotton is done. The cotton is done. Peppermint then. It's not been done yet. Here it says 15. Do I really need 15? Previous build, I was doing 480. And how many did I say I calculated before? Try to get a decent view. This here. So I said I had 480, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, plus 6, 18, 19. So I had about 19 before, and I was doing 480. So 480, 8 divided by 19. And then if I want to do what, 300 divided by that number, that's about 12. Yeah, so I think about, let's say 13. We'll go with 13. Mainly because I think we also have the space, so we don't have to worry so much about it. Yeah, so water. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $11, $12, $13. Now, I'm having a bit of an issue here because first of all, I have a lot of spare space. So a lot of spare space that I guess I could use for other things. Let's put you here for honey and remove this guy. Put that for tractor. Not that. Okay, so that's about that. This will be fine on both ends. I think what I might want to do here is that if I can shift some trees in these areas instead. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. So if I could shift this honey here, then this opens up this upper corner for additional tractors, what have you. Right? So let's do that. This will be number 1. If I go here. Hey, what's up, JJ? How's it going, buddy? Just coming over to copy my build. Is that what this is? It's all good. I don't mind it all that much. It's you know, you need to have my NFTs in order to make this work. So hey, how's it going, bud? JJ Plays. Did you start yourself a channel too? Because if you do, I'm gonna go spy on your stuff. Let's see here. Nope. So I could put a star shape here, but then I lose this thing in this corner. Yeah. Well, I'm actually gonna open your open the next tab, and then I'll remember to go check you out later. Just in case there's something good in there. So have you guys heard about, well, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard about the big news that Benefactor has been dropping for the last 2 days, right? Like the new company that they've been buying and all that. You know, I did write in my Discord that legend has it that those snoop around my channel will give me a chance to steal all of your... What? Those who snoop around gives you a chance to steal all of my NFTs? What, man? I would be devastated. I would be devastated. Thanks, Zibor. I don't even think I was able to do 85 last build. Like, your build must have been very, very, very good. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I did write that in my channel, but it's kind of funny that, you know, Benefactor has been hyping for the last day or two about a whole bunch of stuff going on, right? And then he's bragging about winter being over because it's up, you know, 15-30% or whatever. But then again, if we talked about pricing on Discord, we'd get banned for it, but he can just go around and talk about it too, right? So, I mean, well, he's been pumping the corn pretty hard. Like, I mean, look, I mean, he wrote, I've never seen him write this many days in a row, so that's one thing, really. But yeah, he's been setting a lot of hype. Blah, blah, as we said before, so Gala, the Gala token would be the gas token for the Layer 1 blockchain. Would plan to burn 50% of the gas and remint the remainder to the founder's node. And then here's talking about the new Apple app and NFT rules have changed, and they'll be able to take advantage of that. And then so they bought for 20 million. They just bought a mobile game studio with 20 million users, and then they're evaluating 15 games to be able to transfer them to NFT, to Geary and all that stuff. And then they've just been like, okay, so, you know, it's saying like the Geary chain is live right now. They've done 23 million transactions since the release of related to Spider Tanks. And then after that, it goes like more good news for Spider Tanks. They just bought $1 million ad buy for Spider Tanks on YouTube and all bunch of stuff there. And then bragging about how pumping the price of Gala is going up. And then saying about like, okay, one last post here. So 20 million users, 15 games ready to be converted to a blockchain. And then multiple games currently live in the App Store and so forth. So, I mean, I'm really, really happy for all this. But I'm just saying that, you know, if the token was to tank in 2 weeks and go back down to like half of a cent and people would talk about him hyping it up, then people would just be, you know, what's that? Too good, another 20x and we'll be yeah, no shit, man. Dude, do you guys want to guess how much I paid for my Gala node? I swear to God, I must have been the last one. Dude, for sure. Like, I 100% think I was the last one to buy one. Jesus Christ. But anyways, yeah. I mean, not that the hype is not warranted. Like, this might just be, like, freaking incredible here. And I really hope it is, right? So we all do. Founders node, sorry. I bought a Founders node a long time ago. So I'm just saying I wanted you guys to guess how much I paid for it. Well, 100K would be the last one, and they have not all been sold, right? There's still a few thousand left to buy, which no one will at this price, right? So that's why Bitbender was saying that he wanted to allow people to sell their Founders node. Personally, I don't want to. Oh man, I think I was between 75 and 85K. I'm not exactly sure which one, but it was in that range. So I was in the end of the bandwagon when I jumped on it. Benny bought most of the tier 1s. You mean at the beginning? Maybe. I mean, if I start my node here, I usually start my node when I go to bed, and then whenever I'm done, I usually close. In the morning, I close it down. Because right now, you only need to be up for 6 hours about. Well, as you can see here, there's only about 25,000 nodes online right now. So I think they sold over 40,000. So not all of them are on at the same time. And also, I think that if the people at Gala bought thousands of them, that they probably don't even bother running all their nodes. And at least that way, it allows people to get rewards more distributed. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? So that's why I'm like, I don't want them to allow people to sell them because now my nodes will be worth like less than $10,000, right? So it'd be very upsetting. But Bitbender says, oh well, look, this is just another opportunity for you to buy another one at a cheaper price. So therefore, that's good for you, right? Because I'm like, yeah, okay. But personally, I would rather them that they don't allow people to sell until the Gala hits goes back up to. I would rather them not allow people to sell their founders node until the 100,000 of them sold. 5,000 or 50,000? 50,000 of them sold. So when the last one sells, then you can allow people to trade them out if they want to. Yeah, average down. Yeah, exactly. I think I need to buy dozens of them to bring my average down. Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's try to finish this build and then I'll go to bed. Huh? So, okay, so Peppermint 13. So I just shifted stuff over. My 13 peppermints are here. Yeah, I mean, I've not won anything with it yet. Hopefully one day I do. Yeah. Yeah, I hate that because they sold those holiday boxes for a cheap price and the value of Vox went down because of it. Yeah, man. Yeah. I want a Vox. I want a Dwarven Iron Shaper or Dwarven, the one that can carry a lot of stuff. Or the one that can see in the dark and in the mines and shit. That'd be awesome. Probably gonna get one eventually. I'm gonna wait until they bottom out, and then maybe go in, but one day maybe. Okay, so what I did here is that I shifted up this way a few things. Can't really do any more than that though, so trying to see how I can reorganize this. So I need how many? 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 8, 9. So I could, and I need a space to put it. I need a space to put the NFT. So if I had this, so look at this, man. If I had another road here, then I can have another 4 of these. Okay, that's nice. That's very nice. And then I can put my last NFT, and I could put it. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much, but right here. Okay, so then I need 5. So I like to put the honeycomb as close to the roads as possible because they need 2 lumber instead of just 1. So I like to do that. So that here, and these here would be honey. Yeah, Holiday Mystery Vox tanked everything Vox related. Yeah. So what happened though? Did they hold on to a whole bunch of Voxes that did not sell? Was that the Walking Dead ones? I'll be honest, I didn't really follow Discord all that much during the holiday time, and I don't really follow Voxes really, so it's kind of meh thing for me. One thing I would love to know is what's gonna fucking happen with those BJ orbs, man. It's like, are they gonna do something with that, or is that just like trash? You know, they're never gonna touch it ever again. This one of a kind, never done before NFT that's like just amazing. And that song that will never repeat is like, okay, but you know, we're all gamers here. We all want utility. If I want to have something rare, I'll just buy a freaking ape, right? But I don't. I want to buy something that you guys sell that is useful somewhere that I can do something with it. Is that just me? But that's what I think, at least. Anyways, okay, so this is looking good. So I do have a spot here. Can't really do much with that. Can't really do much with that for now. Even if I put a road here, that up here, that does not really change anything. That stays all the same. The mystery box minted for 0.08 ETH, and you had a chance of getting a TS Vox, Mirrorless Vox, Walking Dead Vox, what? And also had a small percentage chance to get a Vox line. Did they sell out? Did that sell out? I mean, so when you say you had a chance to get a Vox, Mirrorless, or Walking Dead, if you bought the box, could you get nothing? Or you always got something? Okay, so Peppermint is done. This is done too. Mystique. So Molten Glass, 3 glass factory. Molten Glass requires silica, limestone, chromium. So no energy for that. So it said 3 here. It said 3. Which contain item to use in the worst is an epic or legendary pack, which contains items. Okay, so you had a chance. You didn't get a box for sure. You had a chance to get one. Okay, well, I guess there's 0.08 ETH is maybe worthwhile to get. Did you guys get a box from those mystery box? Okay, so you still had pretty high chances of getting a box. Alright. I'm surprised because I thought the Walking Dead ones sold out. I thought the Mirandus ones sold out. I guess they were keeping some on the side for special events. Oh, Tofu. Great. No, you're doing a great job. I do appreciate that you took the time to add those little boxes here for these instead of just having the arrows. Like this is just amazing. Perfect. Guy was buying back floor boxes to resell. So any feedback? No. I mean the website itself is very beautiful. It's great. You can easily search for all that here. You got all your items. I mean, this is just awesome stuff, man. Easy to find items if you search for them, and then you can have, you know, then here you can have all the information. Oh, what's this? Water. Okay, so that's like either this or this. Okay, that's cool. And then you can either do water drums from passive, or you can do the drums here. Okay, that's cool too. Yeah, you're probably doing these because this is a simpler craft, right? If it was like bigger, then you probably wouldn't matter. Like you wouldn't do this, I guess. But yeah, no, that's great, man. I love your site. Thank you so much for taking the time to do something like that. Yeah, I can put that in the chat here for you guys. Yeah, or there's a page about workers' movements. Interesting. Okay, so you're just saying who they go and deal with what. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Crafted goods. Yeah, no, that's a great site here. this is some information here, all the pages starting in the desert. So you even have a page about like what you should look for, advantages. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you're probably gonna expand on that eventually a little bit more. It's a lot to read though, like I mean, but if there's newcomers all the time, right? So that's very hard to, there's so much to learn to be able to be competitive in the game, right? So all the simpler crafts have extra details. Yeah, exactly, because you do have the remaining space for that. Very good. Yeah, so here if you give them like an 100% starter point, yeah, that's good to go for water at the beginning because the desert tile does not have a lot of water and so forth. So yeah, no, a lot of good advice here for sure. Perfect. Closing that back here. Start purchasing the brews step by step. Yeah. Oh, okay. So up till you get to the gas part. Yeah. That's a lot of things, especially for the desert. It's a little bit harder, but you do get the oil seep, so you do get to save on that end as well. So that's great. Okay, I do have to go to bed soon, so I do want to try to push through and finish all of this here. So 3 glass factories. If I were to put my glass factories, so they need to be somewhat close to whatever this is. So what I would do for these is that I would kind of like alternate them. So like limestone, chromium, limestone, chromium, limestone, chromium, limestone, chromium, limestone, chromium, and so forth. So I would alternate one to the other all the way up to the end. So that's what I would do. And then in which case I can probably put one here, then another one here and here. So that'll be, this guy can be a bit closer to this one a bit closer to that one. That would make sense. Eventually they would equilibrate a little bit both ways. Yeah, no, it's just so that people don't like fail whenever they try and then just like, oh man, this game sucks. I run out of money and now I have to sell stuff. That sucks a lot whenever you're starting to learn and you have to do that, right? So molten glass is done, and then Mystic Matter. Mystic Matter needs forgot here. Cotton, glue, and limestone. So Mystic Matter, and it says here that I need 4 wizard shops for that, for about 100. And I had Mystic Matter was this guy's here. I had 3 before, and how much was I making? I had 3, and I was making about 80. So yeah, so 4 seems to be about the number I would need then. That does make sense. So go back here. So I need to be close to limestone, cotton yarn. So that'll be over here. Limestone can be wherever. And what's the last one? Sorry, glue. Glue as well. So cotton yarns will likely be around this area. And then limestone and these one would be over here. Glue would be over here. Because I'm putting glue up there mainly because it has to be a little bit closer. Now that I look at my build here, I'm probably going to shift these around. I can put forklift. Where are you? There you are. At this position here, and then I can put my storehouse a little bit closer, so that it's a little bit closer for these guys. I like that a lot. And then if I need Wizard's Workshop, these guys need Mystic. So this will be glue. This will be glue. And then this guy, I can kind of spread him out a little bit. So can put one here. Can put one over here. And here. And put the other one here too. Actually, put them over here. So I need 4. These guys will be closer to the cotton yarns, but these guys will be closer to the limestone. And they're roughly all the same distance to the storage as they are from there. So could be fine. I am going to write though that I might need a 5th. Because of the distance, right? So the distance might be a little bit bad for that. Okay. So there's that, and then enchanted object. So I need enchanted object. Enchanted object needs Mystic Matter is going to be in a warehouse, so molten glass and 3 peppermints. So Hmm. The peppermint as well. Molten glass. Molten glass, peppermint, mystic matter. So mystic matter, these guys. Some will be here, some will be here. Peppermint. So what I think I'll do is that I'll put this here. So this guy in here, tractors will fill this first. Whenever this is filled up, they'll use this one as overflow. So priority overflow. And then I can put, it is the normal, the wizard, the master wizard, right? So here it says I need 4. I'm going to trust my number here for now. Leave it as 4. And then I'm going to say 1. So you need a enchanted object. So peppermint will be here and here. And molten glass will be this area, sometimes over there. 2, 3, 4. There we go. This, and this, and then this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So peppermint's out in there. Some stuff here, some stuff here, some stuff there as needed. Not that bad. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I think my rocking horse is the last thing I need. So for the horses, I think I'd like him here. Both of them. So that'll be Santa. Santa. And therefore, I need to change one of... This one is getting shade on. So move it here and put a peppermint instead. Okay. So this is done. Because these guys need... So what do they need? Well, they need the iron. Oh, my iron NFT, I forgot. Right there. There we go. Okay, so I have one less peppermint here. If I need to re-add one, I can do so at a later time. Don't really matter all that much. Probably just remove like one of my trees. I might be able to remove one or something like that and still be fine. How much water is this? 4 water. 2 shades. Oh, well, look at that. I can use a peppermint up here. Well, technically, I can leave that and then I can just put that here. Do I have dirtiness here? No. Perfect. There you go. So sometimes one of my farmers will come all the way out here. Now, is that efficient, though? Is that worthwhile? Well, I have 2 saddles. I thought I was going to go that way, but it's only 10 stacks. And everything is focused here. So cotton will come here for these 3. And the peppermint will come here as well. When this is full, farmers will overflow here until this is emptied out. And then they'll put it back in this one. So sometimes they'll lose a little bit of time. It will regulate your extras. True, but if I'm gonna need a cotton and a peppermint that has 10 spaces each, why don't I just get 40 spaces and then sell the surplus for money and points? Am I wrong here to think that way? Would it be better for me to just do a cotton and a peppermint one? Because you're right. Because it will drop whenever it's filled up, sure, but I could be gathering extras and sell them over time just to make a little bit of cash every now and then. With my dragon, every time I have a stack of 25, I can just sell it, right? So that's usually what I think. I would be very interested to know the amount of money I made in the last competition, because in the last competition I would sell stuff all the time, right? Extra lumber, extra wood, extra whatever, like bowls or what, like honeycomb or whatever. So I'd be interested to know it's like how many extra spaces in the ranks I've got from selling the extra stuff, right? Because you're right, I could put this my cotton and I could put this my peppermint, and these guys goes for peppermint instead. I don't know what's best. Because you're right though, because mainly this one will be filled up first, and these guys have to walk all the way down here for the peppermint. So, am I losing effectiveness? Because I could rather have just a farmer, because the farmer is faster, so he could go here to the peppermint here and dump it off. I don't know. I think it is still worthwhile to get extra points here and there just from that, and the cash as well. Because that's one of the problems that they give us all the time, is that, you know, it's very hard to get wages right and all that stuff. So, yeah, I might actually need to get another, like, a silica just for cash, right? So I might have to put another silica somewhere just to be able to make a little bit more money. But I'll have to take a look at that later. What I probably would do is that I would remove one of those glass factories and move it here, and then put a silica here, for example. It's probably what I would do. All right, so that's that. 2 rocking horses, 1 stallion ride. And besides that, I think I'm pretty done. I mean, so the concerns. So some concerns I have would be not enough warehouse spaces. So that's something I might have to look at, because 200 might not be enough. Silica for cash, you know, another problem here. May run out of cash. Need to make more silica. So that's another concern. In terms of tractors, this is how many I should be able to get, which is a total of tractors. And so usually I put tractors wherever I'm going to put a logger or a tractor at. So tractors is farm tractors 26. So I think 26 tractors and loggers combined should be pretty good. I think I should be all right. I think so. So, you know, probably going to be like, I think it's going to be like 20, 21 loggers and maybe 5 tractors. Because tractors, you only need 4 cotton, which is 20 seconds, excuse me. And these are 1 minute and a half, 3 minutes. So I don't need to go to these as often as the others. I might even remove that. So I'm not quite sure if I'll, because I feel like it breaks the flow a little bit if I have to come over here. But we'll see. We'll see. If I'll leave it there. If I can live without it, I'll remove it. Otherwise, I'll keep it there for extra peppermint. Other than that, gonna be a lot of tweaking to do, right? I'm gonna have to tweak my trees. Gonna have to tweak my oak wood as well. Oak wood would come here. Oh, beekeepers. Good point. Beekeepers, probably 4. Yeah, 1 here for sure. 2, 3, 4. 4 here. Put this one back as a tractor. This one here. Yeah, so I don't think they'll go home very often. Actually, my bad. I'll correct this. I'll put them all up here. And the reason for that is because if they have to go home, okay, 3. There you go. 3 here and 1 here. The 1 here is because I don't want to put shade on this guy, right? So, because if they ever have to go home, then they'll be able to pick something up from here and then go out. So they'll be closer here. Because the only reason they go home is because there's nothing else to do. So there's no boat to pick up, there's no lumber to pick up, which is very rare, granted, right? So they'll go back home. And if the next thing they would have to do would be to go from here, pick something up, and then go pick up a lumber and things like that. So that should be fine. I think I like this. Actually, I would say 2 and then 2 here. Put 1 close to the lumber and the bowls, this guy, and go there if he needs to. This one is convenient. You can do that as well. And these 2 can pick up from up here. I think that's what I'll do. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, so beekeepers. So 4 beekeepers should be alright. 4 beekeepers. What else do you guys think? My challenge is lumber, so I place 1 or 2 close to lumber. My challenge is lumber, so I place 1 or 2 close to lumber. Okay, so that, because they have to fight for lumber over the mine, right? Is that what you mean? Because that's sometimes the problem. You need to kind of tweak your stuff as much as possible so that it works. But like you said, I might actually just swap those 2 around. Actually, why don't I just do that? I should probably just swap these 2. Put this here and... yeah, because I'd rather have this guy closer to the warehouse anyways. It says 2 clay, and 3 here. Perfect. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, so 1 right here. Perfect. Yeah, so essentially this pantry here would get filled up first. Now, also a question is that if I only have 4 silica, do you guys think the lift will go back home in between, or would it always flow? I have a feeling that, because it's 30 seconds, so if I start, go here, go here, go here, go here, and go here, go here, and go here, I think he can do this loop faster than 30. So what I mean by that is that I kind of want to keep him close to these, if that makes sense. So here's my idea. I'm gonna put him here, and over here I can have this instead. So he's not creating pollution on these. So this is fine. So he can go from here, go to there, do his business, and come back. And then I would want to maybe swap this tractor and the pantry, put it here. I guess it doesn't matter, because this is the same distance. So my reasoning here is because I'm trying to make this as close as possible to my Wizard's Workshop. So if my Wizard's Workshop works here, going left or top is the same distance. It's nothing different, right? I think that left might be a little bit faster though. So I'm going to have it like that. Just a tiny bit faster. I'm actually very happy with this build, guys. I'm actually very, 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 very happy with this build. It looks good. It's elegant. You know, there's a lot of thought in it. Pretty happy with it. Yeah, pretty happy. Yeah, hopefully I do well. I'm guessing that the bonuses to the Fire Canes is not really gonna affect this all that much, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So feel free to do what you will with this, guys. My throat is killing me right now, so I'm probably gonna hang up the stream as always. So if you guys wouldn't mind, I do have my other channel as well, the one with my girlfriend that I'm trying to build up. It's going to be more of a casual gameplay channel, so if you guys like MMOs and things like that, I may swap the Sidica with the big warehouse. Like this one here, these two? Yeah, I would agree. Sure. One here, one here. Sidica here, and then this has to be glass. There. Like that? Yeah, so the stream is a lot of fun. We do a lot of the voice acting. Because, you know, because I'm not sure if you guys have played Storehouse. I have it over here, bro. Right here. That's right. That's right. Yeah, the storehouse is for the glue. That's the only thing that's going to go in the storehouse, unless I'm mistaken, but I think that's the only thing. Yeah, so we're playing. So I played Final Fantasy a lot in the past, so I'm almost caught up to the story. I played a little bit of Endwalker, but not the whole thing. And then so I always wanted to do the story again, and then it's just fun that she agreed to do it with me, so that she can experience the story, because the story about Final Fantasy 14 is actually pretty good. So once it gets going, right? So what we do is that I play the game, and then she reads the text, you know, the quest and all that. So it's been a lot of fun. Actually, I want to show you guys. If I go here, I did go to my other channel right there. So if I go to my shorts, so I do have shorts. These guys over here. So I just want to show you guys this one. It was pretty funny. I really enjoyed making that. So I just want to show it to you guys.
Alright,
I'll
so
be a dragon person.
you can even look at her in small plots. You can be like, okay, like, is this for sure the one I want to go for? Or maybe I want to go with a thick one. Like, look.
Just like tap dancing.
Like, are you sure it's not gonna be cat girl, man?
I was
Are
trying
you
to sell the
sure?
cat
Yes,
girl
yes,
line.
I'm
Are you
dragon.
Eesh, okay, okay.
Yeah, that feels inappropriate. Apparently. No!
Hey, this is
Make
like
me
how-
a dragon person.
Okay, dragon person naked. Alright, got it.
Yeah, and this is one of my friend in Twitch. I said like, yeah, so I spent about an hour on mine, and it's like, you know, seeing them in underwear is very important. But what you saw earlier was a Lalafell, which is a smaller race. Oh, let me check it out. So Lalafell is a smaller race of humanoids, but you can still make them naked and stuff, right? So people play as those a lot, but they're very like short, kind of like dwarf size, I guess you can say. So that's why she's like, oh, what the fuck is this? That's pretty funny. You said one of my sand mines is dirty. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think so. I think I'm good. These are workshops. Wizard's Workshop, yeah? Yeah, so these are Wizard's Workshop. I don't think they're affected by pollution. So I think this is fine for now. And we should be good. Alright, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to post this picture in my Discord if you guys want to join. Link, as always, description down below, all that stuff. If you want to have a look there, and then if you want to write some more comments on it, I would appreciate that. If I fucked up, please let me know. That'd be great. I would appreciate that as well. And as always, just click like on your way out, boys. I appreciate that, and subscribe to my stream as well, to the Gala channel, and also to my other channel too. And then I will try to stream the competition maybe this time. I do want to try to put more streams out. So one reason why I bought this brand new microphone as well, so that you guys can hear me a little bit better. I really enjoy it. So I will probably see you guys on Tuesday and try to stream this as well, right? Oh, Citizen that just you just show up to take a screenshot of this, huh? You're just like last minute, just go right in there, take my screenshot, and peace out. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ. Oh man. I know you participate a lot. It's all good. I don't mind. All good, buddy. So hope you guys do well on the competition next week. Probably gonna stream again this weekend. Probably gonna play some more Final Fantasy 14. Some more gameplay also. I've been playing a game called Wilder Myth. Which is okay. It's kind of like a little bit of a tactical RPG, a little bit like Triangle Strategy that I tried to play, or the Symphony of War that I did as well, which I did a full playthrough as well. If you guys are interested in this kind of gameplay, it's a fun game. It's very, very like heavy reading, so I don't want to stream that because it's just me going like, so he said this, and it's just like for a whole hour. It's like too much talking, too much. Citizen jumped from 105 to 90 last week. Were you that high? Wait, because you passed me at one point. Whoa, let me check that. Citizen. Because I know we were close at one point, and then you passed me. But I didn't know you got top 100. Did I get top 100? Jesus Christ, man. I don't remember. I don't remember anything. Oh, on the Rocking Horse after the change. Oh, I see. So you're talking about people who are playing now. What was your login? What was your town name? This one? Yeah, 127. You were making 94 boom canes, place 14. Jesus Christ, man, that's so much. How many boom... I don't remember how much I was making. How much was I making? 81? So you were able to place 14th with 94. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Just goes to show how little differences can be. There's like the differences in ranking. So you were 127, and how much was I? Yeah, 134. Yeah, you passed me at one point, and then I was not able to catch back up. Yeah. All right, guys, everybody, love you all. Thanks so much for joining me as always. On your way out, like me up, please. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channels, and I'll see you guys. Tuesday for the competition. All right. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye. See ya. No, I broke it. Nah, it's fine.